Welcome back to the show, everybody. I need you to relax your minds, okay? Just chill, relax your minds, because we are going to take a throwback trip to last week when there was a Kombat Cast. When I should have watched it live, but didn't get a chance to for reasons or another. But we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna take a look at the latest Kombat Cast, still technically, so I'm not dating this video, so we can sit back and watch it together. So I got technical Gatorade juice right here, you know what I'm saying, instead of the normal water. Don't ask me why, but I just feel that Gatorade is important. And on top of that, it was available in down here because the missus tried to mix some and she didn't quite like it. So it is what it is with that. So don't mind me as I sit back and relax and chill and do what it is that I do. And we just take a look at this Kombat Cast. So let's just do a check, make sure everything good. I'm in the building. You's in the building. Congregation holding the streets down. Bessie, always on special assignment. Janine right here bringing you that CRACKCOCAAINE from entertainment's #1 dope man. You know what it is. Yup. Hashtag that. Entertainment's #1 dope man. Always bringing you that latest hit. Crack cocaine. As it works. So, we're missing something here. Wait, I got it. Hold up. Super duper muffin magic box, where you at, girl? Oh yeah. See, not everybody's here. You, I, them, they, and them too. Whoever else that is that's in the building with you. Okay? We good? Alright, so now activating the Kombat Cast from a previous throwback time. .exe. Boop. And there you go. So now we're watching the video. Let's watch the video together. Let's all go to the movies.
What would you fight for? Justice? Power? Glory? Vengeance? No matter the reason, the time to fight will come. And when it does, you'll be ready. Ready to stand and fight.
Princess Kitana. I've done this thing. I've done this, so I'll be playing the shout.
The Kombat Cast starts now.
I gotta say, the missus said this was nasty, but it actually tastes like Gatorade, so I guess it's done its job, I suppose.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Kombat Cast. I know everyone's very excited about this one on a lovely Friday. Pretty windy here in Chicago, but we're excited to show you 3 characters today, and we have a couple special guests today. So without further ado, let's go to the couch. Here we go, right there.
Pointing to, I think, Sean.
We are pointing at everyone. Awesome. First of all, I am Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios. Beside me, I have...
I am Sean Hemrick. I'm the facilities manager.
Steve, senior QA analyst. Derek Kurtzik, Sean Hemrick's right-hand man.
And, as usual, behind the power station, we have my friend and all of ours. Maybe not Sean, you like him?
He's fun.
Cool. Matt Burke. He'll take it.
That camera's really close to his face.
It's awesome.
And here's the deal.
I
think-
think an inch further.
That camera's really close.
He leans into it more every week.
Maybe it's
Like, there it is. Oh, man. Matt Burke with the hot bits today. All right, so we have Sean here.
Hello.
Sean, we're going to talk today about something that's coming to Mortal Kombat 11 that you wanted to go through, and it's a thing called time crystals. Can you tell us what those are?
Yeah, time crystals are a currency in the game that lets you shortcut your way to visuals, cosmetics, skin, gear, intros, victories, easy fatalities. It's all cosmetic things that you can get in the game. Nothing pay to win.
Okay, great. Can you tell us, so you've kind of told me what you can get, mainly just cosmetic things.
Yeah, cosmetic things, like, I guess I'll highlight gear because, like, when I explain this to other people, wait, Injustice 2 gear had stat impact, We listened to the community, they didn't like that as much, so we split those, right? So it is, you have the visual now that is the gear that you get through learning in the gameplay, or you can go to the store and pick up these items. All of those items can be picked up somewhere in the store, in the game, but you then get gear drops, not gear drops, God, I got that all wrong. Okay,
You're doing just fine.
You get the visual dropped in the game, you also get the stat dropped in the game as an augment. You put those together and go from there as your stat, but the gear has no gameplay impact on its own.
Okay, excellent.
Man, I messed it up completely.
No, but I think we got there. I think
We
got
did
there.
eventually
We
get
got there. Another question.
There's like a perfect yes man.
Isn't he though?
Right, man.
Do we have to pay for time crystals?
You don't have to. Nothing in the game requires time crystals. You can play the whole game, unlock all the stuff there without ever dealing with time crystals. If you want, you can get time crystals and shortcut your way to different things. And we are going to drop a bunch in the game so that you're going to get to experiment and play with them and see if you like them.
All right, awesome. This is a big question for, we're all competitive on some level. Is there any sort of aspects of paying to win with time crystals and gear and whatnot?
Yeah, just like our past 2 games where we've had things like this, there's absolutely nothing that can be pay to win. Nothing to give you a gameplay advantage or anything like that. All visuals, all that. I would like to say, we listen to the community with that, but we don't even get that far. Like, listen to Paulo or Deseric or
Right.
Nobody in the building actually wants that. So we listen to ourselves as well.
We're a very competitive game, and there's no
Yeah. We don't have any competitive advantage for money.
Sure. A big question we get a lot, loot boxes. Do we have loot boxes in Mortal Kombat 11?
No, I'm not going to do the joke about a 19-tiered system.
We talked about it earlier.
We did.
Glad we went away from that.
Glad we went away from that. Yeah, no, there's no loot boxes. We don't want that. We didn't want that. Obviously, the community doesn't want that. We've seen the reaction to other games that have it. We don't want that reaction. There are no loot boxes in this game whatsoever.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. You excited about the release of Mortal Kombat 11?
I am. I'm having a fun time playing it.
Who are you maining right now?
Liu Kang. I'm a Liu Kang edition.
Okay, that's good.
I like the range. I always put in the low fireball because I just feel like nobody blocks.
I like the low firewall.
Right.
Here's the deal. Brian Goodman in marketing, my boss, is playing Liu Kang as well right now. So maybe a mirror match down the road on stream?
Sure. I just it's not. I'm using
Amplify?
Yes, amplify. I was going to use the Injustice 2 terminology.
Don't do that.
I just amplify that bike kick constantly.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much fun. It's the most fun thing about it.
Literally no reason not to.
And then low fireball. It's just a fairly-
And then once you hit 3 bicycle kicks, crush them both.
Right.
So-
And he's got nice, easy, chainable things. And it's,
Very fun to play like that, I think. His kicks really work well into each other.
yeah.
Awesome. Sean, there is one thing I want you to do. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Oh yeah, I found it very funny when Ed intros the trailer because he's just like, oh, here we go. Like there's a screen behind him,
Right.
and he's so chill about it. But like I was like, trailer.
What? Trailer? Do not mind my comfortability, man. This feels good. Oh, it's that character we knew that's in the game now. Oh, and it's Devora. She's back. Okay, sweet.
Devora, this one killed many on Shao Kahn's behalf.
On behalf of them, you die.
Fight!
Atinia lives.
Damn. Somebody's drinking a gut. What the hell? Okay, she turned into a bug or some shit. What the hell is that? That's kind of dope, though. I like that's kind of dope. Okay, teleport kicks. Okay, some Melina shit. That's kind of weird, but she had J shit last game, so I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything or something. But it's kind of crazy. Oh shit! Damn! What a tangle web we weave. Ooh. Get spit on! Let's get spit on! Oh man! Oh no, crushing blow! Oh, crush! What the hell? She spit the thing around her head? Oh, she got stuff from her boyfriend bicycle? Oh no! Oh, this is a fatal blow. This is gonna hurt. Oh, goddamn! She rocking a high heel on the Sailor Mars shit. Oh, dang! Y'all know my rule. I respect any lady who can put work in high heels, though. Ray Hino, the best. You know what it is. Oh no! Oh! What the fuck? Is she? What? Okay, that was kind of dumb. Okay.
Fatality. Katana.
That was kind of dumb. It was like the blade was like spinning around like hold her. Like that dumb. Man, she let this chick I know, like in the eyes, or a whole bunch of I ain't gonna say that. Because somebody might get mad if I say that. And by somebody I mean the money. But
that intro, is that not the best intro like ever?
So you've been excited about this stream for a bit.
A long time, yes.
And I like how you went with blue. You had the blue motif going on.
Yeah, of course.
So yes, Katana has returned to Mortal Kombat 11. Steve, thoughts?
I don't think she's ever been cooler. I think, her look is great. Her face is amazing looking. Her costume, both human and revenant. I'm all in.
What a surprise.
Well, yeah. What a surprise. Frigid take.
That would have been hilarious. Been like, so Steve, Katana's back. What do you think?
Yeah, she's like, okay.
Whatever, No, she's great. I haven't played with her a lot. I've played against you a lot, and it's been fun. So tell me just from the start, what do you think about Katana right now? How is she playing? What should people be looking for?
I think the main thing about Katana is her normal attacks are pretty much completely redone. There's a couple things that we wanted to bring back. Like, you'll see in a second that forward 2 is like a long range, like good footsie tool, which is the last 2 games, that's kind of what you want to do in the mid range. Other than that, though, her normal attacks are pretty different.
Yeah, for the most part, she's always holding her fans. Right?
Yes.
Like they're more of a weapon. Again, weapons, right?
Yep.
Oh, before we forget, too, in that trailer, you got to see some Devorah as well.
Yeah.
Which we will be getting to. After this, we're going to do a couple things with Cetrion. We know we showed her on Game Informer. Show a couple things, and then we'll get to Devorah after that.
Awesome.
So.
So she uses her fans all the time now. Her special moves are where she's also quite different. Like, a lot of the classic special moves are back that you'd expect. Like, she's still going to throw her fans and do square wave, but she's got like 5 or 6 branding moves that she's never had.
Different flair on the older moves and things like that.
Yes, a lot of the older moves have been completely reanimated. I think she has like almost a dance-like quality. I think that's how I describe her. Like, I think in the last game in MKX, she was heavily like assassin-based, like a lot of kung fu kind of stuff, and that's still there, but it's a lot more graceful and elegant, I think, in this game. Which
cool. Well, let's get to it.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Steve.
All right, so we'll start off with the normal attacks, and I think one thing that's really interesting is she has a lot of really long multi-hitting strings that you have to kind of dial out really quickly.
Right.
As you can see here, this is her forward 2. So it's got a ton of range, but the thing is, while these do good damage and have a lot of hits, you actually can't hit with them a lot because you have to come out. Like,
because they are a lengthy dial-in combo.
Yes. This is like kind of one of her main strings, and you can either cut it short or do this last part here. She has a low that'll actually pop them up a little bit. She doesn't get a traditional combo mid-screen, but in the corner she can. And she does not have a pop-up overhead like a lot of characters, but she does have pretty good range on her top attack.
And a lot of her moves are also knocking them back. She is kind of a zoning character, too.
Yes, absolutely. That's still really good. It's not just her range. Let's check out her throws, because they are beautiful. I love the little pose there.
Awesome.
Her last normal I'd like to show is her back 1, which is a pretty fast, good range mid. And she has a couple of extensions off of it. In this one here, during the kicks, you can kind of hit confirm, see if it hits, let the whole string go. You can stagger it. And it is actually a crushing blow on a punish or a counter hit. So it gets really good damage and pushes them full screen for her zoning.
Can we see her down 1?
Her down 1 is exactly what you want from it. I would consider it a failure if her down 1 was not that.
Right.
Here's a question for you, as a former top katana of the world.
Mm-hmm. Many years ago.
Tell me, how many times do you think you've done a down 1 with katana?
The down 1 has made me quite a lot of money. That's all I can say.
Back in the day when you were doing it, there wasn't quite a lot of money then.
Well, when you are as consistent as I am getting top 8 and you're only making $300 a tournament, when you get top 8 at every tournament you win because you're just that tight, it adds up.
It does add up.
So tight.
So how many times have you pushed the button?
It's got to be like 1,000 times, right?
How many times
More
have
than
you
1,000.
practiced just pressing?
I mean, the 1,000 times, I mean per game.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Like that was her anti-air, her footsie tool, her mix-up tool. So let's go into her special moves. We'll start with the standard ones. Her fan toss is back. Like the last game, it's super fast. It's a high attack. It can hit people out of the air. If you amplify it, she does a double one. This can catch people jumping or they're trying to walk in after the first one. It's a great projectile. Her air fan is back, but in my opinion, her ground fan is kind of her core footsie tool, or zoning tool in this one. Very similar to MKX. Fan lift is back. It's exactly what you want. It's a combo starter. And now she has a new move, which I just whipped, this cool throat slit. And this to me is how you're going to end most of your juggle combos. And it has a crushing blow if you do an 8-hit combo.
Damn.
So once per game, you can kind of cash in, do an 8-hit combo, into the throat slit, and get significantly extra damage. But again, with the crushing blows, you can only do it once per match. So you kind of got to know, like, if they're going to die anyway, you don't want to cash out.
Yeah, I got to say, we've been playing a lot of the game in the studio.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Which is awesome. And like the meta game of figuring out your crushing blows and when you want to use them, and the times you accidentally down 2 when they're pretty much dead anyway, and you waste it because you didn't put hold on.
Yeah.
Like this meta game, I can't wait for the fans to start playing because it is some of my favorite parts of the game.
She also has square boost back. The amplify is really, really cool. Normally, she can only do it in the air. And that's where we can get into the loadouts I made. I made 2 loadouts to show.
Okay.
So the first one, I gave her ground war, which allows her to do square boost on the ground. It behaves just like the air one. It's super fast, so it's almost like a shadow kick or Raiden Superman. It's a great combo. Like, for example, normally you can't combo after this. If you have ground war equipped, I'll go ahead and go into square boost to give her extra damage. The other thing I gave her is flutter is back, which is essentially like a double jump where you lower. So you can do stuff like, normally she does jump kick fan to kind of get in. You can fake it out if they try to anti-air, come down with jump kick fan, or you can use it to get over projectiles. Maybe like Noob throws a shadow, or Liu Kang throws a low fireball and you're gonna hit the ground. You can do flutter. And then lastly, in this loadout, I gave her Royal Protection, which is a projectile absorb.
Hey, you didn't use Jax this time to set up.
Yeah.
Smart move.
So you see her fans start glowing. When she absorbs a projectile, she actually gets a damage buff on all her fan attacks while the fan's glowing. So you kind of are zoning the opponent out, you absorb a projectile to stop their zoning, and then that actually amplifies her melee to then go in and use her offense, which is pretty cool.
Having like these long chain combos as well, right? Like
Right.
that damage is just
It's going to add up, yeah.
It's awesome.
So one interesting thing is, we talked recently about how we're going to have 2 preset loadouts for tournament and ranked play. This is actually one of her tournament loadouts that I made. This is the one that I like using. I've been using it against you a lot.
Right.
So here's an example of it.
And
People are saying,
my Jax one actually was too.
yeah, the one that you use for Jax is. So those are the 3 moves she gets. So how about one more loadout?
Also, just while we're talking about that, we will be playing our belt battle today in tournament.
In tournament, yes.
I wasn't ready for that.
You always have to be ready for a tournament. You never know when a tournament's going to start.
Well,
Do you not want-
usually you get an invitation to the tournament.
Do you not want?
Did you not get your ancient scroll?
I did not get an ancient.
Do you not
scroll at
want to
all.
do that today?
Are you afraid?
Whoa, buddy. I'm not afraid of anything. I just the possible character that I select to do the belt battle. I don't know what their tournament loadout is, but you know what? Let's do it.
Well, you will find out as the community does.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, we're all gonna find out today. Yeah, let's do it. And then my witty name won't be there. Oh, that's okay.
Let's go for her fatal blow before we go to loadout 2.
Well, wait. We gotta get the camera back. There it is. All right, I got it.
You can see the into the attack is a really long range move. It's pretty good if you look for movement in the mid range. It's pretty slow. It's not like super fast, but the range makes up for it.
Love it. Real quick, do you have any sort of lore about? I mean, listen, it doesn't have to be about 11. We cannot have a combat cast without a ton of lore minute.
Well, I can say this is a little known fact. It's from John Tobias' notes that came out a couple years ago. Katana was actually originally planned to be an MK1 under the name Katsuni, and her role in the story was going to be Shang Tsung's daughter, and you would win her hand in marriage if you won the tournament.
Oh,
But they had a lot of story ideas that they never really went with, and they used her for MK2.
nice. Nice.
And that has been
Steve's Lord.
awesome. Cool.
All right, so I'm using the human skin, which I absolutely love. She has another version of this I like even more, but
She looks great.
But you're going to see that in a couple weeks.
yeah. So in this loadout, I gave her two things. The first is a Denyan Razors, which is this cool move where the fans circle them, hits 3 times. You can use this.
I'm right there with Berg.
Work in the power station.
No, man, what the hell?
Acting to move out. So this move is really good to make your string safe. It can also be an anti-air, and you can get combos off of
Damn, what?
it. You can also use it in the corner to get combos that typically aren't possible. So, for example,
I like when it says we get combos that aren't possible, but it's possible.
normally aren't possible.
I got it.
The cost of this is you actually give up family. So mid-screen, your combos are going to be significantly less. You're going to have to just do like a string and like a special move. But in the corner, you can see there, you're going to be doing hella damage. So that's one of the things that's kind of a trade-off. Then I also gave her Half-Blood stance, which you can see in the trailer. She pulls out Melina's side, and from here she has a couple moves she can do. One is the familiar classic Melina teleport. Another is she throws the Sai up in the air, and then she's freed up, and Katana can go in for pressure. So the opponent's going to have to block, look out for the Sai, which is going to home in on where they are, and she can go in for throws or whatever else she wants to do. It's especially good if you can get them blocking. If you do a bunch of fans, get them blocking, then throw this out. And then if they start getting used to it and trying to attack you out of it, you cancel it. Lastly, she has a Sai stab, which is a great combo with her. And that has a crushing blow, and the requirement is pretty interesting. It's to hit with 3 of these side moves. So normally, you won't get the crushing blow. But after you hit 3 of these, the next time you do it, you're going to get that, and that's actually going to pop them up. That's okay.
That's okay.
Fangirl is a really good,
Yeah.
good name. Nice job.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Pretty pumped.
So I would say that is our look at Katana. She's redone in a lot of ways, a ton of new animations. But I think those familiar with Katana, like if you want, the really good zoning with fans, you want the big conversions, the really good combos, she's still like a combo queen character. I think you'll be right at home. She's a fresh take, but pretty familiar if you like Katana.
My phone was ringing.
Who would call you right now?
It looked like a telemarketer, to be honest.
You should be.
It looked like a telemarketer.
Yeah.
They have an important update about your car insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome. So that's great, Steve. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
I'm
that.
super stoked to see everyone play her.
And she has a bunch of other really cool moves too. Like
Yeah, the trailer you could see there was a teleport in there where she had a dive bomb and moves from that. There's a bunch of stuff.
the fans that like come together. Like she's got a lot of cool tools in this one.
Yep.
Super cool. One thing real quick before I forget, Alicia Marie, a cosplayer who's been part of the MK Collective, which we'll be talking about here in a little bit, we'll be doing an AMA on Discord after the stream. So go to our Discord for that. There's a rumor floating around that I might be doing one next in a week and a half or so. Maybe. There's a rumor.
Cool.
Did you hear the rumor?
I didn't hear that rumor.
No,
No one heard
No,
the rumor?
I didn't. And I keep my ear to the ground.
You really do. Awesome. Just I want to tell her just kind of about our schedule real quickly too. Next week, there will be no stream. Don't be sad. I understand. A lot of us will be traveling around, promoting the game, getting it ready to show to you guys very soon. That said, that following Monday, the 22nd, the day right before, we're going to be doing one more pre-launch Kombat cast, and we still got more to show. So
Yeah, buddy.
prepare for that. So next week we won't have one, but then that Monday we'll have an awesome one, and maybe some other stuff to talk about, some really cool things. Excited about that. So, Steve, let us now discuss another character.
Okay.
Now, I know on Twitter a lot of people are like, Game Informer already did the Cetron thing with Steve. We still want to show everybody on the stream, for those who didn't see that, and for some things that we're going to show with Cetrion that were not discussed in the game before.
Yes.
So,
Can we get a quick view of the character select? Look at this beautiful thing.
The character select?
We got to show this all but 2 characters.
yep.
Right now, there are a ton of people on Reddit and all that. They're taking screenshots of it. They're obsessing over the order. What is the lore meaning behind?
Right.
They're going ham.
I can hear them going ham.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so let's go over Cetrion a little bit. She is an elder goddess, one of the most powerful characters we've ever had. Certainly one of the most powerful playable characters in the history of the MK.
An elder god.
Yeah, I mean, not if you will. She just did.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
She commands the elements and life. She is almost the opposite of Shinnok in a way, where he was like death, bones, demons, all that nasty stuff. She's like flowers, butterflies, puppies,
Fire and
rainbows.
water.
Also fire and water, earth and wind.
You see that rainbow back there? She made that.
She made that.
She made that, right?
So she is one of the game's premier zoning characters. She is a great keep-out character, but it is not traditional zoning where you're just like, Katana's just throwing straight fans. She has more slower startup, more trap moves, like mid, close, and far. But first, let's just briefly go over her normals. They are all very effects heavy. It's super cool. She uses the elements, even her normals. I really love this water teleport. She has this one where literally a meteorite comes, and if it's a counter hit, she gets this crushing blow where it just absolutely bops them on the head. And then she gets a combo.
What?
You know, if I wasn't old and bad. It's okay. Even her hop attack is just bopping you over there with a meteorite thing.
Where does she get all these holes?
Well, when you're an elder goddess, you can conjure anything.
No, yeah.
Reality is at your fingertips. So, her special moves. One of her core moves for her zoning is this rock. She bounces on the ground, and while the startup is pretty slow, it's excellent on block. It has a long knockdown hit. Like the opponent, space will be controlled when this move hits or blocked. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense that you wouldn't want to move if a giant boulder was rolling at you.
Absolutely.
But then to complement it, she has this air one, and it looks very similar. It's going to be extremely hard to tell what she's doing.
Sure.
So you want to jump because of the rolling boulder, and then you're going to jump into this. She also has this rock wall, and if she amplifies it, it's a great combo ender, and this can actually absorb
I was
projectiles.
just going to ask, can it absorb projectiles?
It can. And that is a crushing blow.
When it absorbs
When it absorbs a projectile for the first time, you actually get the crushing blow. Again, once per game. It's also one of her key combo enders.
Now this is very interesting to me because some that you sort of shark around for, you know, this one, you might be trying to do that when you shouldn't be doing it because you know the first time you did a crushing blow.
Yes.
You might be throwing it up there and missing, throwing it up there. I mean, there's definitely some danger knowing you have to do it first time.
Absolutely. So then she has her Hellfire Beam. She can do this in the air or the ground, and if she amplifies it, this is not tracking. It's close, medium, or far, but it's real juicy damage, very, very hard to avoid. Then she has this Tentacle Grab. This is actually one of the few tracking moves in the game. Like, we don't have a lot of these in this, but this will actually go wherever the opponent is. It's pretty quick. It is not a low. It's actually a mid, so there are no overhead low mix-ups. She just has to do it. And it has a ton of recovery on whiff or block. But, again, the opponent's kind of jumping around, walking back, trying to avoid all this business. And then at any moment you see movement, or you go for the read and you're going to get it, and then you're going to get a combo.
just throwing the world at you.
Her combos are not the greatest. She really doesn't have a lot of pop-ups because she's kind of a keep-away character. So often what I do is I actually do this move, let them restand, then I go for a throw, or I go for a overhead bop, or this move which just sends them back. So she's not a character that's going to hurt you super, super hard when you're wrong, but you're going to be wrong a lot as you're trying to get in.
Sure.
So I guess let's go over the load I made, which is some moves that are going to be interesting. A lot of people have not seen these moves. The first one I gave her, this is I went with lore, so I went with an earth-based loadout. I gave her a ground pound. It's 2-hitting, they're low. And then I gave her, she has these different buffs using the elements. I gave her this one where she summons the rocks. So now the way this works is, I'm going to switch to Jade. She summons the rocks, and while you're in the rock field, if you hit Cetrion, the rock will actually latch out and try to hit you. So I'll show you. You can see, if it's blocked or whiffed, it actually won't, and you can actually avoid them. Like, they're not just immediately targeted. Like, I'm intentionally doing something low, and now I'm out of the field. but you'll see the rock actually comes down. If the opponent's there, they'll get bopped. So Cetrion, using both of her defensive stamina, if you look, it actually takes up her whole thing. She could set this up, go in for pressure, go in for throw, or whatever block strings, and if the opponent tries to counter her back, or try to do a juggle, wow, that happened to both of them.
Everybody's getting phone calls today.
They'll actually be hit. Now, because the stamina's gone, you got to think about the risk-reward, because that means if you dodge it, you actually combo Cetrion, she's not going to be able to break away or do a wake-up attack for quite a while. So this isn't an end-all, you just can't play the game, but it is a great, great defensive tool.
Now, would you use it as like, I'm going to be on the other side of the screen, I'm going to put that up, and I'm going into zoning it?
You could definitely do that. I personally like using it offensively. You kind of do it in the mid-range and then try to go in if they try to poke. But yeah, you could absolutely do that too. It's essentially, you can think of it as a shield, a high-risk shield.
Yeah, ring of protection.
So let's check out her Fatal Blow before we go into her second loadout. This one is extremely powerful. That is actually dropped down and track you. So no matter where on screen, it's going to hit them on the top of the head. It is awesome for zoning exchange.
Dang.
Like you can literally sit there, look for Jade to throw over there, or turn around, and yeah, you got him. She becomes extremely deadly when she's in Fatal Blow.
You would expect that out of an Elder God.
Yeah.
Things get stronger.
Nice.
All right, so let's go to loadout 2, which is my wind-based loadout.
Okay.
What, is that too much?
No, I think this is one of your best names ever.
Thank you. I thought of this
Arbor Bay
on the way to work, and
Arbor Bay.
I like it. I like it. So now she's a little darker, right? A little
Yes.
more evil.
I'm all in on her gear. I personally use this weird cosmic purple, like outer space looking thing. It's
You had
really
it on your
cool.
TV earlier, I saw it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So the first move I gave her was this tornado. Typically, she doesn't have just a standard projectile that just goes straight forward, and she actually gets it. If she amplifies it, it goes full screen. The really cool thing, though, is actually the pushback on block, because it is hella. They actually go way back. So this is
go as far back as they do when you get hit.
yeah. So it is super good for keeping the opponent at bay. Arbor Bay. So then I also gave her another one of these buffs, which is this wind tunnel. So again, I'll play Jade to show how it works, because this thing is pretty awesome. So while this is out, if Jade is on the outer edges, it actually slows down her movement, even her jumping. You can see it's like literally a barrier. And if you get to the center, you can move, but outside the edges, it's super hard to get in. And this totally complements the tornado move I gave you. So for example, if you go in here, do this, and you can see mid-range Jade is going to really struggle to get in. And even if she's blocking, she's going to be pushing back to it. So this is just the perfect move to keep someone out and keep with the range that Cetrion wants to be in. So she doesn't have the best combos, but she has excellent keep away, and she's just going to be chipping them out, making them jump, making them try to maybe teleport in, or she could use her shadow ticket and punish it. It's great screen control. Again, though, she is using all her defensive stamina in these buffs.
Right. Cool. What do we got? Anything left? Ooh, even the rocks turn.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to give a few tastes of Cetrion that we hadn't done from Game Informer. So what we're going to do real quickly, now we know everyone is very excited to see the Hive Queen, Devora, return. We do want to have bring in a special guest. Let's throw a picture of Cetrion, take a quick 30-second break to get our guest in, and then we'll talk a little more about the collective and show you a cool piece we talked about last week.
Oh, 30 seconds. Oh, hey, what's up? How y'all feeling out there? Y'all good? You know what I'm saying? Like your Uncle Super the Secret laying down, chilling, man. Got my feeties up. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna check my phone. Nothing happening on the telly, my phone.
All right, sorry, we're back. So last week we talked about our friend here, coworker Vince, who did an awesome piece. We're going to talk about the MK Collective today, which you can also, if you have fan art or what that sort of thing, you hashtag MK Collective, you put it on Twitter, you put it on those sort of things, we'll retweet it, and we've seen so much amazing fan art. That said, people in this studio are also fans of the game. So real quick, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Vince Wilder, and I'm a senior character artist here at Another One.
Awesome. Vince, you created. You want to let him hold that? You want to give it to him?
No, I love him. He's awesome.
Okay. So Vince created a Baraka bust out of 3D printing. Explain kind of what you do. We do actually have some pictures we can show as well, along with the story.
Yes, definitely. So I was fortunate enough to actually create the high-resolution sculpture. We had a really great design for him this game, so I was super excited. And
Yeah, he looks amazing.
Looks great.
Yeah, it's staggeringly cool.
As soon as I saw it, I said, I would like to buy one of these. How many do you have?
one.
They take a little bit of time.
So I will take this one then.
So real quick, from start to finish, how long would something like this? I'll leave show on the camera over here. I know. How long from start to finish we talking about this?
Well, the printing process probably about 2 days. Probably about 12 hours per piece. And he was composed of mainly 2 pieces, the base and the torso. I actually printed the 2 separately as well, but probably about a day worth of printing. And then probably another 2 or 3 days worth of painting.
What kind of material is it?
It's actually like a polymer plastic.
Awesome. Let's start those pictures we have and kind of go through. So what's this first step?
Yeah, so this is straight fresh out of the printer. You can see it still has the supports on it. So once it comes out of the printer, we obviously remove the supports and you cure it under UV light for about a couple hours. And what that does is really harden the surface, so it's ready. Pretty much, yeah.
Nice. All right, next shot. What do we have here?
So at this point, I've had all the pieces printed, and I assembled them all and actually primed them to get it prepared for the actual paint job.
Okay.
And this here is when I started to work up the skin. So I started working the color zones with yellow, red, and blue. And a lot of that stuff ends up kind of getting washed out on the skin, but you want to have that underneath to kind of be a very convincing kind of realistic skin surface in the end.
All right, next.
Oh, and here...
this is the fun one. This is interesting.
Yeah, so he's kind of crudely masked off with some plastic and actually some silly putty. I found that silly putty was a really great masking material and really enabled you to get really clean lines with each surface.
So did you just buy a bunch of silly putty eggs?
Yeah, actually, a good friend of mine and coworker, Ian Nod, actually bought all that silly putty for some projects of his, and I had to steal that from him.
Copying comics.
Yeah.
Copying comics in the newspapers, Sunday papers.
Ian.
Yep. So yeah, after as you can see, I'm kind of peeling away the silly putty there, revealing all the kind of base colors on each surface, and still kind of working up all the colors. So at this point, this is pretty close towards the final product, with many different passes of color variation and kind of weathering. There's some metal pieces on there, so I used some metallic paints to kind of sell that surface.
Now, what makes me mad is we talk to you, like, you're an artist, like, you're not just a game artist, but you're also an artist, and you have done art shows and whatnot. You've never really painted like this before, and this is kind of your first go at it, and it looks like this. It looks this good.
Thank you. That's the first time I ever really had a real go at kind of painting that realistic kind of skin, and I think it was pretty successful.
It's totally awesome.
Yeah.
Can we go back to that one shot, one more to the final lightbox shot? Just so I can that's your Instagram. So you do a lot of just kind of sculpture at home.
Yes. Oh yeah, a whole lot of it.
And I went to look at it to make sure it was cool, you know, and to make sure there's nothing weird. And I realized that it's all weird. It's all monsters and
I take
stuff.
that as a compliment.
Congratulations on all the weirdness on your Instagram.
Thank you, and shout out to JT for getting me those photographs. He did a great job.
Those are really awesome photographs. So, Vince, I just wanted to let you tell the fans about kind of your love of creating art based on Mortal Kombat as well, and we have this amazing bust to show for it.
And you're taking pre-orders for these now, right?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
It is super impressive. Like up close, it's amazing.
It's really impressive to look at, and like, oh my lord, if there were pre-orders, like, well, this is all I do now.
This is a...
So awesome! Thank you so much.
Is there any other characters that you're thinking about doing next? Or?
Yeah, there might be a couple down the line.
Nice.
You know, Devora.
You like the weird creatures.
Yeah.
I may have made a Devora, maybe.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see.
So that is his Instagram page. Vince, thank you so much for stopping by and just showing us this awesome piece of work. The day you brought it in, I was like, we got it. I mean, it's gonna show up on one of these shelves here shortly, I think, if you're cool with that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much right.
This guy, friend of the Kombat now, forever. Awesome. Let's put up a picture of our next character that we're gonna show, and we'll be right back.
Okay, that was super dope. I'd get one of those if they existed, but it's good to see work being put in. I'm gonna take a small nap now.
All right, everybody. We are back. I know that everyone's been waiting for this for quite a while.
Yeah, there's at least one notable tournament player who's been, I was almost going to say downright annoying, but I don't want to be rude. But
you kind of did it. You kind of just did it right there.
No, I understand that. I'm sympathetic.
And just a brief explanation too. We did show her early in the process,
Yes.
and just for something with Xbox, she was not ready for prime time to be shown on stream yet. Has been now, but we have a schedule that we follow, and now she is ready to be shown. So
even that image that we released back then was kind of like an old image too,
Yes.
right? Like she's changed
evolved quite a bit. Yes.
quite a bit since that image too.
I know that we definitely have a lot of people who are huge Devora fans.
Me included.
What a great character! A great character to bring back from MKX.
Yes.
Like a real one of those characters when you first started MKX. Like this is different. This is new. So just tell us real quick about how she goes.
Pretty similar to MKX, she is extremely good up close. We did not keep the cancels, but we did keep a lot of her pressure tools, like, I guess we can just go straight in.
Just do it.
She's a heavy pressure chair.
Yeah, her 422 is back. It's not an overhead like in the original MKX it was, in XL it was not.
But it's fast.
But it is fast, it has great range. Then she has a bunch of really good new normals. She has this overhead, it's forward 4, it's super fast.
I think Chevy hit me with that about 4 times in a row.
Yeah, I can see that.
So mad.
And that is complemented by a tremendous low that actually has a ton of reach, and she goes into this creepy crawler move, which I absolutely love using. So you can see neither of the 50-50 are going to launch you for a combo, but they're very fast and very, very irritating. She also has this string, which I just absolutely love because of this part. She literally pukes on you, and then it's super fun to do. And we got to see her throws because they're both great. She's hitting you with her babies, and then this one is too fun. I love the little gesture she's doing, the back and forth.
That's awesome. We need to make this out of it.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not. And then forward 1-3 is this really good advancing, very quick high move that can go into all our special moves. So let's go over the special moves.
Let's do it.
Ovipositor Rush is back. It's just like you remember it. Really good chip damage, great combo under, great pressure tool. Then she has a bunch of new moves. I really like this projectile where I love the gesture she's doing. She sends out one of her babies, and it's a slow-moving projectile. Good starter, but it's really good to let it go, and then
they're not like a traditionally straight. They actually are up and down. So depending upon if you're ducking or not, they may hit you or they may not because of the path that they
It's
fly.
very, very hard to jump, and jumping is good against Devora because, her normals have such good range at taking up within range. So I think if you can, she's not going to win like a projectile battle with like Liu Kang or something, but if she can establish her projectile space, I think these things are
So
great.
what's up with her babies? Why are her babies hanging out over on Aaron Black?
I wasn't ready to get to that.
Well, okay then.
Puddle is back. She has to actually control it close, medium, or far. You can see she puts it out. There's a bunch of delay, and then the opponent's going to want to get out of dodge or block it, and that's when, again, if she goes into this.
Very similar to MKX.
Yes. If she amplifies it, it actually happens immediately, and she gets combos. Theoretically. When you're not old and bad.
Yeah, just throw that. There you go.
And then she has this anti-air grab, which is one of her chief combo winners. This has a crushing blow if you anti-air. Now it'll actually do dot damage, which everyone makes fun of me for saying dot damage, but
Who makes fun of you for saying that?
multiple people are tweeting me because it's damage over time. It's saying damage over time.
I feel like that's normal.
Everybody says that, just like ATM machine. Yeah.
ATM machine.
If she amplifies it, even after the crushing blow, she actually gets a restand.
Where you can throw something at them.
See, amplify it.
You are pressing the hell out of that button.
They start vomiting and a baby spews.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
So she injects you with baby.
Yeah, she's trying to help you. It's the miracle of birth.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right. So anyway, let's go over the loadouts I made. So the first loadout I gave her, in my opinion, her coolest new move, which is Widow's Abyss. She teleports, comes from the ground, drops down, it's super fast. And if she amplifies it, she gets a combo.
This is my favorite thing.
Yeah, this is just That's
Oh, that's so
he looks
good.
so cozy. You know, cozy with a K.
Yeah, I'm so glad you picked the guy with a hat.
And this tape.
Yeah. This is a combo starter. It's a great anti-zoning tool. So, like I was saying,
Yeah, because if you jump, you're getting caught.
Yep.
That's basically it.
if you move, you're getting caught. So, while a lot of her stuff has slower startup and it's hard to get going, if the opponent, you know, again, the example I used, Liu Kang's very fast fireballs. If he dares and you read him, he's going to get comboed.
Or cozy.
Yeah, he's going to become cozy. He's going to become a father. So, now we're talking about the bugs.
Yeah, what's up with little babies?
So several different moves leave babies, you can see. And then she has this move where for half of her offensive stamina, she can call them back and they do damage. And this does not have, like it doesn't matter where the opponent, what reaction they're in. They could be standing there, they cannot block it, it's going to hit.
Right, and she can call the babies back no matter what the opponent's.
Right.
Like you're just taking damage from the little.
It's pretty much free damage at the cost of stamina and her starter. So there's a lot of risk, and it's not doing a ton of damage, but it is I use it as a rounder all the time.
It's kind of insulting to dive into babies.
It's also something that you can use when they're spun. You can go for it and then actually have time to do a combo. It is basically free damage for the cost of your stamina. If you're not afraid to use your stamina, it's great.
Cool.
So that's actually the loadout that I use the most. That's what I've been using in the lab. She's one of my favorite characters lately. But I do have one more loadout we can check out.
We'll do it.
Actually, first let's do her crushing blow. Or, sorry, fatal blow.
Damn.
Boom.
All right, so one more. And this is going to be kind of a trap-based pressure one. So the first move I gave her is flipping out. I love the alien, like, very strange costume. So flipping out is a half-screen, super fast overhead that she can actually do from the ground or the air. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but it has a crushing blow that actually leads to a combo. The requirement is you have to hit it twice in a row.
Okay.
So the idea was you're playing the game, you hit the overhead. Now the opponent, as they're getting up, remember she has the low, and they're going to know if you hit it with the second time, it's loaded, and then she's going to get a combo. Again, you know, if I wasn't holding bad. I also gave her Pooping Bug, where she puts a bug out, and it actually...
And the bug has a bug.
Yeah, the bug gives birth to a bug that then will go to the opponent and hit them. And this is, because it's slow moving, the idea would be, the opponent's standing there blocking, she puts the bug out. Now, that's coming, and she can go in, and the opponent is going to have to respect that bug. I'm not doing it close enough. All right. There, you see, the opponent's going to want to block it, which is going to open up throws for 50-50, whatever you want to do. And the amplified is super strong. It actually will spew out 3 of them.
Oh my goodness. Triplets.
Yeah. I mean, she is truly the Hive Queen.
Her babies are having babies.
Yeah, the babies are having
Babies having babies.
They're multiplying like bunnies. And then lastly, she has, I gave her an air version, where the babies explode and then seemingly go off to heaven. And they will hit the opponent. And she can amplify it and do multiple.
Oh my goodness.
There'll be 3 on screen that are slow-moving upwards projectiles that the opponent has to block. And again, if they're sitting there blocking, she goes in for 50-50 overthrows or a jumping or whatever. And
she just plays her game at that point.
Yeah, she plays her game while her bugs are doing
her work. Doing the work,
yeah.
Locking them down for the most part so she can go in and get to 50-50.
Yeah, or they're mesmerized by the bugs that are piecing out.
Right on.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Devorah, very interesting trap character, setup character. I think if you liked her pressure setups, you know, set play, design from the last game, I think you'll be super happy.
What about, am I allowed to ask about Devorah Patel?
I think we can do that.
Let's do it.
Let's play a match with her.
Okay, let's see.
Very excited to be able to show Devorah finally.
Yeah.
I know that Honeybee's probably likes me again.
No.
Probably not.
But yeah, no, she's got a lot of new things. The Bugmora is the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, we saw a teaser for that in the trailer. She dies and actually comes back as a baby, and the best part is the baby.
Oh, brr!
I thought we're putting the baby back in.
Yeah, where she actually, when she dies, she comes back as a bug. And then you can actually fight as a bug by either spitting stuff or stinging them. It has its own move list itself.
Yes, I love the move. This is like Buzz.
Buzz.
Yeah.
We're getting wrecked.
It's like Eden.
Alright.
Have some faith.
I do.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
If you did lose the computer, is that kind of it for you on the combat?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree.
And is it like the computer on me?
Yeah. No, I agree, but it's fine.
The Widow's Kiss, also love that move.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of really cool new things that like show off her bugginess and her personality.
Wow, Jax is absolutely going ham. Look
Is
at
it
that.
Tyler playing?
Oh, man, thank you so much.
There you go. Oh, he doesn't care about your bugs.
Oh, man. The last show, crazy.
I didn't see you going out like this.
Do you know her fatality?
Yes.
Damn, the computer going dumb.
By that move. It's okay, I'm going to survive and I'm going to win. It's fine.
I don't know. His arms are going to be fully heated up
No,
now.
I've got this. I've got this. See, I told you, don't worry.
I told you, don't worry. Hell no.
I'm a big fan of this fatality. I think it's a real good one.
I don't know which one we're showing, but I'm pretty excited. I think both of them are awesome.
The fuck? Oh my god! Okay, that's dope.
No one saw that coming.
Yeah,
that was great. I'm done. That was dope. That was dope.
And
Fantastic.
yet another baby.
Yep.
Yeah,
She's just
Fantastic.
multiplying.
So that is Devora
that's Devora.
coming very soon. 11 days, right?
Yeah.
Until Mortal Kombat
I can't believe
11.
it. It seems like we just started.
It's funny when you, like, just as a, just talking about this, like, when we did the thing in LA when we announced the game, right? That feels like it happened 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, things just like, the game, you start going down that hill. I mean, here we are, 11 days. Couple things before we get to birthday shout-outs. Want to say that I did it posted on Xavier Woods' Twitter. They're doing a showdown with IGN with Zelina Vega, Aleister Black, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods.
You mean the WWE champion?
Yes,
Kofi
WWE
Kingston?
champion. And before I wanted to bring that up too. He's come to the studio. He's played you as Katana. Been a friend of the studio. Been a friend, like a fan of Mortal Kombat for years. The first time we ever met him, he was wearing a Mortal Kombat shirt, not knowing we were going to be there.
Yes. And they seemed more excited to meet us than we were to meet them, which is saying a lot.
Which they were wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So truthfully, like, not everybody's wrestling fan. His championship match was amazing. So we're all very happy and proud of what happened there.
It was one of the best things I've seen in a long time.
So definitely want to give a shout out to them. You can go to Xavier Woods' Twitter. There's Eventbrite tickets to go to it live. I will be there as well, helping out, just being there to make sure everything goes right.
You're going to be helping out?
I'm going to be bodying people left and right.
That's right.
Bodies and people.
So again, congratulations to Kofi. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Champion.
it was awesome.
So, moving on. Mr. Kurtzik, we have some birthday shout-outs.
We sure do. Here we go. Birthday shout-outs. The original King Julian,
Okay.
Hal's 182, used for glue.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we've given him birthday shout-outs before.
Well, he has one every year.
Yeah.
He's a friend of Catching Master.
Yep, and then we have Shy Dollar Sign and cousin Kyla, Jackie Chan. Just because Uncaged tweeted it out, so happy birthday, Jackie Chan. I'm sure he's watching. A shout out to Lofty Girl, just because somebody asked for it. Okay. You know what? I'm a person that pleases the people.
Careful.
Okay. David Hilton, Lopez Frederico, sure.
Lopez.
Not rational Jim.
Sarcastic.
Sarcastic Jim.
Jeremy Burkett's son Lucas.
Okay.
Austin, aka Dead by Combat. Urban Franco. Cassie, Sister of Peace. Sure. Katana Jade Stickney. Tony Declan. And our good buddy Aaron, aka Caboose. And then Tony Smith.
Nice.
2 more. Sorry, I didn't know you thought.
Feed it a few more.
You made it look like it was over.
What can I say?
And Tony Smith. And there's 2 more.
And 2 more. It's not over, folks. Alex Valle.
Yes, happy birthday, Uncle Valle.
Uncle Valle. Uncle Valle.
Former guest of the combat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Awesome.
where actually people know him from.
Oh, right. Awesome. So we are going to play Matthew Burke.
This is a big one, tournament mode. I'm very excited. How many people are now going to analyze
Scoreboard.
What the hell?
everything about this?
1,111 to 1,100.
There will be
111, hell no.
screenshots of the loadout screen and everything. I'm excited.
You're just doing this when people do it.
No, they would do it anyway. These are the same people that screen kept frame data from the reveal event. Which, that's no judgment. I agree with you guys.
Damn, trying to give me some more, trying to find some more water.
Wow, you're going with
water
mine.
bottle up here.
That's what it was named, is in the customized screen, Tyler's first name.
Cool.
That's it. Tyler might be shaken up. This is juicy.
His hands are on his head.
Hello, baby.
I'm not feeling good about this.
There was chatter of Derek playing Kung Lao. Was that a smoke screen? Was that a red herring? Oh. All right, Tyler going with the signature 4-3-3. That's his key move. Now, he's been really good at getting this crushing blow. Oh, no.
Threw the sand at him.
4-2. Kano's 50-50 is it's pretty decent. Oh, the bomb. Oh, the fully charged bomb. Good breakaway. Now, Derek's not going to have defensive stamina for 100 years. Yeah, 100 years. It's okay.
100 years. Okay. Damn.
Focus.
Now, the variation that Jax is using right now is, I would describe it as a grappling one. He gets multi-slam, he gets the overhead elbows there, the 2-player animation thing, and he gets the burning hammer.
Put me in the corner, Ray.
So while he's going to lose some of the combo potential from the duck and weave stance.
Ooh.
Oh, very good crushing blow. That's hitting a counter hit. He makes up for it with all the command grabs, and that's how Tyler plays. Tyler goes for that all the time.
Because he gets repeated arms, it's actually okay doing it now.
Yeah, it's super fast, and Jax does significant damage. The problem now is Derek has his, and you've already used yours, so that's just pretty risky.
Yeah, got me.
All right, now Derek still has fatal blow, and you used yours, but you do have heated arms, and obviously the Jax is a powerhouse. Oh, they ran out end of round. Goes for the overhead. Knife toss.
Overhead door.
Oh, almost got the jump in. Oh, good use of rockets. I'm really glad we brought the MK3 rockets back. I love when our design team looks to kind of the more obscure stuff that's not in every game and brings it back. I'll always prefer the rockets to the energy wave. No! Oh, good command grab. Is he going to get the just frame? Nope. Still real juicy.
Oh, the mix up. Oh, try for it. Oh, fatal blow misses.
9 seconds. Oh,
finish him.
that's unblockable.
And so what did I do? I blocked low.
That's okay.
All right.
Yeah, this is something I did not expect.
Yeah, I had no idea. Derek.
I was going to play him next screen.
Yeah?
That's really
I still probably will.
Who's going to do it again?
Kano is so off-brand for you from aesthetically. Gameplay makes sense.
Yeah.
Knives and balls.
Hello, baby.
You know this so well, Stingy.
Kano, man. Dude, he's a bad guy. Alright, we got knives. Oh, I don't know about that. Good block. Now Derek can't wake up attack because he doesn't have any offensive stamina.
No, but I'm just gonna get down two all
All they're doing is uppercuts. Shades of MK2. I like it. Normally you don't use those rockets and you're removing it right now. Oh, another good crushing blow. That's a really interesting use of the crushing blow mechanic where it kind of takes a move in the mid-range that normally when it hits you don't really get that much damage or anything. But that one time in the game you can cash in and it's significant. Both have fatal blow. Oh, never mind.
Oh no.
It's going to be really close to the end. Oh.
Oh, nice throw.
Nice. Who would eat that?
He's a bad
That's brutal. He must have a hell of an immune system. Oh, very good interrupting that. The overhead's on the slower side. It's good for an overhead, but it's not like something you just want to throw out randomly. God, that's so painful. Oh wow, interesting. Going for pressure with that.
Oh!
It's looking very...
Oh, go right for the fatal blow again!
And that makes big comebacks possible for Jax. Jax might have the best comeback potential in the game, maybe. He's up there for sure. Let's see what the mix-up is. Oh, that's my kill.
Oh, damn! What? Shutting down.
One more round for each of us.
Oh, good block. Not falling for that. Goes for the low. Oh, wow.
Oh!
That was the
Club
crushing blow pop I've ever seen. Yeah, oh yeah, fundamental, pure fundamental.
Off to the corner.
Keeping him close to the corner, that's very smart. That travel was half the screen. Jax is obviously a powerhouse in the corner. You notice, Derek's out of defensive stamina, so you can't break away from this. Good blocking. Alright, Derek has fatal blow in play. It's not enough to kill, but it'll be really, really close if you can hit it. You can literally hear the button mashing. Nope, blocks. That's great for Tyler. And that might be it.
Oh, got him! Got him!
Oh, what is he doing?
What is this?
Oh, what?
Yeah, that...
Some disrespect.
No, you played very well there.
Oh, it was my day one Kano. I messed up.
You need to do some like day 3 characters.
You're right, but I felt like, hey, I'm going to try something new.
I will
I'm surprised, Tyler.
It was competitive.
I will say this, I thought you were playing Kung Lao, so I've seen him on your screen a lot. I've been thinking about how to figure that out. And that coming in, that was scary.
Yeah, I also used, I don't think it has the manhandled in the snake bite. I didn't see what the other variation.
He does not have snake bite.
Yeah, and so
I hear you.
I feel like my variation was Tyler's first main.
It just occurred to me why aesthetically you chose Kano. The peeing.
Yes!
I don't know why it took me 5 minutes.
Good game, buddy. Good game.
Good game. Everybody, we will be back, not next week, the week after that, Monday. We'll give you a time soon. It might not be exactly at 3 o'clock. We will let you know when we know.
Well, it's never at 3 o'clock.
Well, it's usually 3:04, 3:05. We'll be back very soon, so have a good next week. It's been great hanging out with you today.
Be sure you pre-order Mortal Kombat 11. Get Shao Kahn 11 days away.
I have a final request.
Okay.
I'm going to need, out of the Katana community, I need this. Someone to enter a tournament doing a group version of Katana's intro.
Someone carrying, that'd be awesome. So everybody, very soon, the game is coming back. Thank you, as usual, behind the power station, Matt Burke.
Can we get one of those air horn things?
Can I get an air horn? Hold on. I meant to do this earlier.
Yeah, I love them.
We're stopping the stream.
Yeah, stop. No one turn off the stream.
Cool. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. We will see you in a week. Goodbye.
Derek broke everything.
Oh, this after the calf?
Here you go, Bert. This is
Get back, baby.
That's
See you next week. See you guys.
Oh man, that's pretty dope. Yo, that's pretty dope. I gotta say, yo, me go and get rid of this right here. Me bring me back. You know what I'm saying? Bring me back to the big boy. You know what it is. Yo, it's a good ass combat, Kaz. Like I said, you know, I like this. I wasn't meaning to sit like this, but I like this. I'm mad that I thought I had water over here, and then I realized like a couple minutes later the water is all the way on the other side of the room. So that's great. That is great to know that the water I was looking for over here where I got my stuff sitting is not here. It's over there somewhere, and it's just like womp womp womp. But look, we have got plenty of more show for you. Let me straighten. Oh, actually, you know what? You know what? I like this. See, this made me look regal though. Like I can go up. You know what I mean? Like kiss the rain. You know what it is. Look, we have got plenty of more show for you. Trust me, we got plenty of more show. So sit back, relax, and chill. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. All that good stuff. You know I'm in the building. We glad you came through. The congregation always rocking. Bessie and Janine on the 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. Stays winning. You know what it is. Bang! More show for you right after these commercial messages. I was going to say something. Didn't realize no reason to really say it. But yeah, be good to play some MK11. So can't wait for that next week. More show right after these commercial messages.